morning and welcome to this morning's yoga practice. My name is Sade and you'll be joining me for a 30-minute session. Please, if you will, grab onto a strap or a rope or just any type of utensil you can use to help deepen the stretch. I'm also sitting on a block here. If you do not have a block, you can use a stack of books or you can also use a blanket in some situations. If you do not have any of those available, I will give alternatives so that way it can help you better in your practice. So if you will meet me in the comfortable seated position, we're just going to get started on today's practice. Sit in a cross-legged easy pose, making sure your back is up tall. And we're just going to take a moment to connect with the breath. Slowly begin to close your eyes. And this morning, I just want to take a little bit longer here, center ourselves, new month. We're coming up onto a new season, and a lot of changes have gone underway, and a lot more are yet to come. Take this moment to be grateful. Think of all the things that you are thankful for this morning. Whether it's the bed you lay on every night, the home that shelters you from the rain, or your loving family. Take this moment of gratitude. And if gratitude is not your intention for today's practice, take an additional moment to set your intention. Whatever is serving you in this moment. Now connecting with the breath, we're going to take one deep breath in and out together. Start by releasing all the air from the lungs. Take a deep breath in and sigh out the mouth. Just smile here in this moment. Now slowly begin to open your eyes, placing your palms on your knees. I'm just going to remove this block from under me. And we're going to start to create circles. So slowly tuck the chin, curl the spine. Nice deep inhale and then exhale, roll forward. Start to create those large circles. Making sure to breathe. Now go into the opposite direction. Nice deep breath in. And then come back to a neutral position. Inhale, raising both arms up into the sky. We're going to drop that right hand next to the right leg. And slowly exhale, start to shift your weight towards the right side for a nice side body stretch here. Exhale, come back to center. Bring that right arm back up toward the sky, and then exhale, dropping that left, and then slowly drift over to your left side. Really feel that stretch. And slowly come back up to center. We're gonna do that flow one more time. Exhale, dropping that right palm. Deepen that stretch just a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop that palm to the opposite side. And come back to center. Bringing both arms up. I'm gonna slowly exhale, windmill, bringing your left hand forward, right hand behind you. Slowly twist. You can bring that left palm to the right knee and slowly dropping your shoulder down, that right shoulder, and turn your gaze towards the right. Or you can choose to stay here, just looking to the right side, if that feels a little more comfortable. One more deep breath here. Exhale, release. Bringing both arms up. Nice and tall. Exhale, turn to the opposite direction. Placing that right palm onto your left knee and left arm towards the back. Drifting your gaze past that right shoulder. One more deep breath here. And exhale, release. Bringing both arms up. Nice, tall, deep inhale. Stretch and release both arms. We're going to turn on over to tabletop. So on all fours here. And we're going to go into some cat-cow, which is my favorite. Start with the neutral spine. Make sure the knees and shoulders, knees and wrists are stacked under the shoulders and hips. So we're going to take a deep breath in, drop that belly, turn your gaze towards the sky. Exhale, tuck that chin, curl the spine, tuck the tailbone. Nice deep breath in, turn that gaze towards the sky. Drop that belly, and exhale. Two more times. This time, on the inhale, we're going to tuck the toes for a nice stretch here in the back of the feet. Exhale, tuck the chin, flatten the feet, and release. Come back into that neutral position. We're going to open up the knees up wide, bring the two big toes together, slowly shift your hips back towards those heels. Extend both arms. If you can, try to get your forehead on the mat. And then slowly inhale, come back up. Come back into that tabletop position. And we're going to create some circles with our hips. Just going in one direction here. Just opening them up. Saying good morning, hips. Good morning, knees. You heard that sound? That was my knee. I've always had a weird popping in my knees. I don't know why. Ever since I was a kid. But they never caused me any issues, so I'm grateful for that. And whatever direction you're in, just start going into the opposite direction. Nice large circles. You might even come close to the heels of the feet. Making sure to breathe. And come back into that neutral position. We're going to curl, tuck the toes. We're going to press into our fingertips, draw our weight into those hands. We're going to lift those knees off the mat, pushing the hips back. Keep a nice bend here on the knees as we get into our first downward dog. I'm going to keep my heels up. But if you feel comfortable and you feel nice and loose here, nice and stretched, you can plant your heels down. But I'm going to keep mine up and we're going to keep our knees bent. With a deep breath to start to pedal one foot at a time. Try to get those heels down a little bit, making them up. And we're going to start to walk towards the top of our mat. As we get into our first forward fold, We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and if you don't feel quite comfortable having your legs straight, keep your keep your knees bent. We're gonna place our palms onto our shins. Take a nice deep breath in, flatten that back, turn your gaze towards the earth. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, open up, arms wide, reaching up towards the sky. Head comes up last, palms together, hands are at heart center. We're gonna go into our flow. So take a nice deep breath in, releasing both arms, reaching up towards the sky. We're gonna exhale to our right. Nice little side opening here once again. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, over to your left. Take a nice deep breath in, come back to center. Exhale, swan dive forward into that forward fold. Again, you can keep your knees bent. I'm going to straighten my legs here. Take a nice deep breath in, flat back, hands on shins, or if you have that block or stack of books. Exhale, release. Stepping back with the right foot. Now with the left, we're in our plank pose. Keep with the elbows close to the body. You're going to exhale, drawing your weight on down towards the earth. Flatten the feet. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, push the hips back. And we're back into that downward dog. So wherever you feel comfortable, keep the knees bent here if you like, or you can start to straighten those legs. And we're gonna slowly exhale, releasing that left leg towards the sky and stepping forward into lunge. And inhale, bring that knee towards the chest, stepping forward at the top of your mat. Take a nice deep breath in, flat back. Exhale, release. Slowly inhale, begin to rise. One more time. This time, exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. This time, stepping back with the left foot, followed by the right. Into that plank pose. Engage the core, and exhale, come on down. Flatten the feet, roll the shoulders back, and lift up to cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, push the hips back. We're back in that downward dog. Take a nice deep breath in, raising that right leg into the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, step forward into lunge. Inhale, bring that left knee towards the chest and stepping forward into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, bringing both arms up, palms toward the sky, hands to heart center. Exhale, release. And slowly swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale, sweeping both arms past the mat. Sink those hips down into a chair pose, bending at the knees. And we're reaching out with both palms, facing forward. Engage that core, tuck that tailbone in, so go from here to here. Exhale, sink into that forward fold. And this time we're gonna exhale, stepping back with that left foot. We're gonna drop that left knee onto our mat. Make sure the right knee is stacked above the right ankle. You might have to slide that left foot back just a little bit. Bring both palms to the inside of the right leg. Take a nice deep breath here. You can choose to stay here, or you can come on down to both elbows into lizard, or you can use a block to help support you come down just a little bit more. Really feel that deep inner hip, thigh stretch. And then come back up onto that right palm. You're gonna stay on that left elbow, and on the outside of that right knee, you're gonna use that to help open up the hips just a little bit more. So drift that hip open just a little bit more so you can see the the sole of the right foot. And you can turn your gaze towards the right. Take one more deep breath here, and release. Coming back onto both palms. If you have a block or stack of books, you can move that to the side. Take a nice deep breath in. Bringing both palms to the outside of bringing one palm on either side of the right foot. We're gonna come back up on those left toes, lift that left knee off the earth. And if you feel comfortable, you can plant that left palm to the inside of the right foot. And slowly inhale, bringing that right arm extended toward the side. Or if you need that stack of books or block again, you can plant that left palm on that as well to help you into this additional twist. Holding here for one more breath. And slowly release. Stepping that right foot back. We're into our plank. Exhale, come on down. Flatten the feet, inhale. Rotate the shoulders back. Come up to cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes, push the hips back. Take a nice deep breath in, raising that left leg toward the sky. Take a generous bend in the knee. Really feel that hip open up. Exhale, bring that knee to the chest, stepping forward. Inhale, bring that right knee towards the chest, stepping forward into our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. I don't know what that was, there's a little extra there. And exhale, release. Slowly inhale and rise. Hands to heart center. Sometimes your body just flows on its own, and that's great. It's wonderful. Just let it do its thing. Exhale, and slowly swan dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. We're gonna go back into that chair. So slowly sweeping those hands across your mat. Sink those hips down, bend the knees. Extend both arms, reaching out in front of you. Really power through those arms, power through those heels, power through that core. As we're opening up, we're waking up the body, tuck that tailbone in, and exhale, release. This time, stepping back with the right foot. Into that runner's lunge. You're gonna slowly drop that right knee down. If you need to, once again, you can slide that right foot back just a little bit more if you need to. I'm gonna bring both palms to the inside of that left foot. And again, don't be afraid to make any adjustments for your body, for your practice, wherever you feel comfortable. This is for you. I'm just simply here to guide you. So I'm gonna bring my block here, because sometimes one side feels different than the other, and that is definitely the case for myself. So you can choose to stay here on your palms, or you can bring the block to the inside, or your stack of books, to the inside of that foot, and try to practice bringing your elbows down, opening up those hips. And once again, you can choose to stay here, or we can have an additional stretch here, releasing that left palm, placing that left palm outside of the left leg, and just open up those hips just a little bit more. That feels so great. You see the sole of that left foot. And just breathe here. I don't know about you, but this feels great, especially in the morning. I like to bundle up at night, so in the morning I'm especially tight. One more breath here. I almost don't want to let go. And slowly release. Moving that block out of the way. If you need to, you may have to come back to it. You're gonna step that foot back into the center, come back into that runner's lunge, come onto those right toes, lift that right knee off the mat. This time planting that right palm inside that left foot. Slowly inhale, raising that left arm, reaching for the sky. And again, you can choose to take your stack of books, your block, whatever you need to support you underneath that right palm. And remember, with every exhale, try to open up a little bit more. Breathe into those tight spaces. And slowly release, bringing that palm back to the earth, stepping that left foot back. We're into plank. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, rotate shoulders back. Lifting up into cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes, push the hips back. Into downward dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, raise that right leg toward the sky. Take a nice bend here in the knee. Open up those hips. Yay, hips. Exhale. Bring that knee towards the chest. Stepping forward into lunge. Take a nice deep breath here. Inhale, bring that left knee towards the chest. And plant both feet into forward fold. I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer. You're gonna grab opposite elbows. And really try to shift your weight throughout all four corners of the feet, hinging at the hips. Allow your head and neck to hang. Allow your arms to add additional weight. And if you're not quite comfortable here, you can always take a bend in the knee, just like so. And start to shift from side to side, like windshield wipers. And slowly releasing both elbows. Take a halfway lift here. Breathe in. Exhale. Release. And slowly inhale. Reaching with both arms towards the sky. Planting both palms together. Hands at heart center. And we're going to slowly make our way down to the mat. Exhale. Release. Inhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, exhale. Flat back and slowly release. Planting both palms onto your mat, step both feet back. We're here at plank. Holding here for one breath, engage that core. Engage the quads, engage the front of the body, and exhale, bending at both elbows. We're gonna come up into upward dog, so planting both hands underneath the shoulders, rotate the shoulders back, take a nice deep breath in, and rise, lifting the pelvic area off the mat. If you can, turn your gaze toward the sky. If this feels more comfortable, that's just as great. And slowly release, shifting your weight onto those feet, into downward dog. One breath here. And slowly on the exhale, dropping both knees onto your mat. We're on all fours. Now you're going to slowly come back onto those heels. We're going to attempt to do Camel today, just for a nice little heart opener. We're still here in gratitude this morning. Take a deep breath in. Come up onto your knees. Make sure your your feet are about hip distance apart. And we're going to have variations here. So you can inhale, planting the heels of the palms at the lower back for protection. You can choose to stay here, that feels great. Slowly start to exhale, rotate those shoulders back, open up the chest, drift your gaze towards the sky. And this is an option to stay here. Really allowing your heart to open. For those of you who need a little bit more, you can take your arms. So I like to windmill back. So inhale, taking the right arm back first, reaching towards the heel of the right foot, and then taking the left arm to follow in the windmill motion. Pushing the hips forward, opening up the chest. Really allowing your heart to open up. Now placing your palms on the lower back, slowly inhale and rise, supporting that lower back. We're going to exhale, reaching both of our palms towards the edge of the mat. You might have to shift your weight just a little bit. We're going to make sure the knees are stacked right underneath those hips. I'm going to exhale, placing our chest onto the mat. It's kind of a different feel here. And then slowly come on up, shifting your weight forward into Sphinx pose. Make sure your feet are about hip distance apart. Elbows stacked underneath the shoulders, and your gaze is steady forward. And then we're going to slowly come down. Releasing both palms, turn your head to one side. Allow your chest to hug the earth. And if you're like me, you might need to scoot down because I am off my edge of my mat. Turn your head the opposite direction. One up here. And then slowly bringing both palms underneath the shoulders. Push the hips back. Crossing at the ankles. Shift your weight onto the sit bones. And release both legs. Now you may reach for your strap, your rope, or whatever you might have to help support you here. We're going to lie down on our backs. And we're going to go into a spinal twist. Starting with the right knee, hug that right knee into the chest. Now you can choose to stay here, keeping the knee bent. I'll just show you here. You can use that left palm to the outside of the right knee, extending the right arm, and slowly drift that knee across the body into a spinal twist. Or you can choose to use your rope or strap, place it at the sole of the foot, and slowly extend, straighten the leg, reaching for the strap into that left hand, extend that right arm, and slowly drift that right leg across the body, and turn your gaze towards the right shoulder. So wherever you feel comfortable. Slowly inhale, bringing that right knee back towards the sky. Exhale, bend that knee if it is extended, and release the strap. Releasing that right leg. Inhale, left leg into the chest. Once again, you have that option to stay here, using your right hand this time to the outside of the left knee, extending your left arm and crossing the body. If you choose to use the strap, bring the strap to the sole of the foot. Take a nice deep breath in and extend that leg, reaching for the sky. Bring that strap to the right hand, releasing that right arm, and slowly drift that right knee across the body. The left leg across the body. And turn your gaze to the left shoulder. You can also use a choose a block or those stack of books to place it underneath the foot or the knee if your knee or foot does not quite touch the ground. And we're slowly releasing, bringing that leg back to center. Exhale, bend at the knee, and release the strap. You can move the strap over towards the side, out of your way. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and hug both knees into the body. You can choose to keep your head here, placed on your mat. Or slowly take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, lifting your head off the mat, bringing your forehead towards the knees. If you are here, you can choose to rock from side to side, back and forth in small circles. Allow the earth to massage the back. And slowly bring your head back down to the mat, releasing all limbs, palms facing the ceiling. As we take a few breaths here in our final pose. Remember to relax the shoulders, relax the hips, relax the ankles. And take a nice deep breath in. If you need a little more time here, please feel free to pause the video. If you are ready to awaken with me, begin to ball the toes and the fingers in a tight fist. Take one deep breath in, and on the exhale, release. Releasing all that tension. Extend both arms above the head for a full body stretch. Keep breathing. And wherever you are, begin to roll over onto your side into fetal position, supporting the head and the neck. Pressing your weight into that palm and coming up into a comfortable seated position. Keeping your eyes closed, bringing both palms together, hands at heart center. Take a moment to check back in with your intention. Take a moment to thank yourself for devoting this time to your body and to your practice. Let's close out with one breath together, releasing all the air from the lungs. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. Thank you again for joining me this morning. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.